Hello, my Leos. How are you doing? This is Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. All right, let's get started. So, Happy New Year, guys. I hope you guys had fun. And I'm sorry I'm late with these readings, but end of year is kind of hectic, so my apologies. Okay, let's get started here. All right. So the first card we have is listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. And we have be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So, interesting. So we have a combination of listening and expressing. So there's definitely some kind of issue between you and your partner with communication. Also, for some of you, you might be lacking in the intimacy department as well. Or even if you don't think that it's lacking, there's like a tension that needs to be put onto that because maybe your partner has different needs, or you have needs that your partner may not be fulfilling. And it's not necessarily sexual intimacy, just intimacy in general. So like it says, a pat on the back, maybe not just a pat on the back, but you know, a hug, a kiss. Maybe you're thinking, well, when's the last time this person kissed me? You know, stuff like that. So let's take a look. Three of Cups reversed. So there is a bit of a lack of joy in the relationship right now. And I almost get that some of you guys, either you or your partners, are kind of being a little bit too critical, or you're always receiving criticism when what you really need is to just extend out loving energy. I feel like you're going to get a lot more and get more of what you want that way than, you know, that kind of, you get more bees with honey kind of thing. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so physical touch is important. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So something needs to change here, and we have Justice. Karmic situations happening. Changes, major changes. There needs to be like a balance. Something needs to change. There needs to be a balance. I feel like somebody, again, somebody is not feeling fulfilled when it comes to intimacy. And I'm going to repeat, I'm not just talking about sexual intimacy. It's just those little loving gestures that maybe you did a few years ago or a few months ago, whatever the case may be, that it's just not happening right now. Okay, so be willing to express love. The Ace of Swords reversed. So someone has not been willing to express much of anything. Yeah. So communication definitely at the forefront here with your partners this month. And we have the Eight of Cups. So what I feel here is that there may be a situation where you are still with your partner. However, there have been things in the past. I feel like somebody's carrying some resentment. And here, you know, it's one of those situations that either you let that go, or if you're not able to let it go, because, you know, you all have your reasons. If you're not able to let it go, then something about the relationship needs to change, because there has to be a balance, a healthy balance here. Because it's not fair to kind of, even if you're mad at your partner, even if they did something that really hurt you, let's say, whatever that may be, and you're mad at them, and you know you're going to stay with them, you're not leaving them, but every day you're kind of punishing them by being cold or dismissive or aloof, you know, that kind of thing. It just creates an unhealthy sort of dynamic, and it's unfair for you and it's unfair for them. So there needs to be a change here to make things more equitable, more just loving, just raising that loving energy. Because I do feel like there is love there. It's just that there's some resentment that's been carrying forward. All right, let's take a look a little bit deeper. Okay. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So there is that loving energy. That's the overall energy here. We need like a new beginning of more loving interaction. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we could be at a crossroads. We have the Two of Wands reversed. So you got to decide, you know, which way do you want this to go? Like I said, there is some resentment from the past, but we need to decide, are we going to get over it and continue with this relationship, or are we going to change something for good? I feel like something needs to be changed for good. What's crossing you is the High Priestess reverse. So there's something that either a secret came out that put you in a position where you need to choose what you're going to do with the situation, or you're seeing your partner in a different way. And basically the same thing. You have a choice in front of you. What am I going to do? Is this something I can live with? Is this something I can deal with? And the foundation, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. So you don't want to leave this person, and this person doesn't want to leave you. And or. And so, yeah, it looks like you were at that crossroads. You did kind of question what you were going to do about the relationship, and you decided that you're not leaving. In the past, we have the Five of Cups reverse. So there was some pain in the past, but whatever happened that caused this pain looks like it was forgiven. But we got to take a look at that. Was it truly forgiven, or was it just kind of swept under the rug for the moment? And that's where the problems start to happen. Okay, what's crowning you is the Queen of Cups. So you could be thinking about a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have strong Pisces energy here, so that could be the case. A lot of water. So yeah, I do feel like a lot of you are dealing with water signs for sure. But there is a lot of love here. You have a lot of love for this person, and I do feel like this person has a lot of love for you as well, which is why you decided not to leave. But we still have that emotional baggage. In the near future, we have the Five of Wands reverse. So we have two fives here. This Five of Wands in the reverse is actually a good sign. So in the near future, whatever conflict there may have been, or there may still be some conflict going on, I feel like you're going to be resolving that. How you see yourself is the Emperor reverse. Why is that? That's not usually how Leos are feeling. So you're feeling a little bit out of control. Like this is not really, I don't know, you can't really handle this. You can't, like it's kind of like, you know, what else can I do? Kind of, you know, I'm seeing somebody like throwing their hands up in the air. Like, what else can I do? I can't do anything about this. How your partner sees you. Wow, Four of Wands reverse. Your partner is, I would say they're worried. They're worried that this relationship, you might walk away. They feel a little bit threatened that you're going to leave them, because they sense, even though there's a lot of love here, they do sense that there's something like an underlying feeling here that doesn't make them feel stable with you, you know. Now, hopes or fears, we have the Eight of Wands reverse. And your overall outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. And it's in the upright. So positive change is coming. And, you know, we did see the bottom of the deck. The overall energy was the Page of Cups. So there is going to be some sort of new beginning here. And I feel like it's definitely going to be a change for the better. But let's take a deeper look. Okay, so for the Two of Wands, we have the Temperance reverse. A lack of balance here. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you and your partner are sort of opposites, but opposites that kind of complement each other. But at times, because you're opposites, it makes the relationship really difficult because you see things in totally different ways. And it's almost like sometimes you feel like your partner just doesn't, you guys are just not on the same page. They don't understand you. You don't understand, like, communication wise, you just don't even talk the same way. You don't express yourself the same way. Maybe you show your love in one way, your partner shows it some other way, and they expect it, you know, to receive it back in certain ways that maybe you're not doing it, or vice versa. That's where the communication comes in. And if you remember the first spread that we did, that was kind of like the overarching issue was like a communication sort of breakdown. Somebody was talking but not listening, or hearing but not listening, you know, because there is a difference. That kind of thing. That's causing an imbalance in the relationship. And we have the Prince of Pentacles reverse. So this has been a situation that has sort of been stuck in this mode. And your challenge is whatever it is that has come to light. Let's see what this is. Or that will be coming to light in the month of January. We have the Hangman. I actually feel that the challenge is that you're not listening to your internal voice, your intuition. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I feel like there's a lot of times where there's been arguments that were really unnecessary because of the communication style. So you guys, you know, because you're total opposites, you have different communication styles. And a lot of times your partner or you say something and you, in your mind, it means one thing, but your partner or you take it a totally different way. Like you go completely left with it. And that causes a lot of issues, but it's more of like misunderstandings or just not taking the time to maybe even something so simple as just asking follow-up questions. You just kind of take the whatever was said and you just run with it, when you know your take on whatever your partner said is totally different than what their intent was. And so I'm feeling like you have to, first of all, listen to your intuition. Do you know, when you're in those moments where you feel like your partner is almost like against you, like, is this another enemy or some enemy that I have? No, it's not. It's about like listening to your intuition. You know, does this person have my best interest in mind or at heart? And I do feel that they do. It's just that, you know, maybe sometimes you get into this mode where because of the resentment and whatnot, it's difficult for you to see the positivity in the situation, or vice versa. This could be your partner with you. So this is about really taking the time to not make assumptions, not just take something and running with it. Take the time to look at it from the other person's perspective, and also listen to your intuition. Don't let your ego get the best of you is what I feel here. Four of Pentacles reversed, because it's like sort of like a snowball effect is what's happening here. So every time that there's a situation where there was like an argument, a misunderstanding, that's like another little bit of resentment that is added to the pot. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And it causes this instability because your partner's feeling it for sure. And so are you, because you feel totally out of control, like you don't know how to even fix this anymore. So in the foundation, we have the Eight of Cups reverse. The Devil. The Devil, to me, with an 8 card is a karmic cycle. So there's a negative karmic cycle going on here, and the reason is because, and I said, which one did I just do? I think it was Virgo. I don't know, if you guys are dealing with a Virgo, you might want to look at that video, because they also were going through something very similar. There was some karmic cycle where there was a lesson they just, you know, they just weren't learning it, but now I feel like they did, or they're going to in the month of January. And the same thing could be happening here, but there is something here where you have to break a certain cycle, a negative cycle. So it could just be a cycle of negative communication, a cycle of carrying around resentments and allowing the past to dictate your future. We have the Strength card. This is the card of Leo. Pride issues is what's happening here. Pride issues are causing a lot of resentment in the relationship. So somebody is putting their ego ahead of the relationship itself, ahead of all the love that is here. So there needs to be an awareness to that. Now in the past, we have the Five of Cups reverse with the Ace of Wands. So that's a new beginning. Something was like, you know, there was a situation that there was a lot of pain. Somebody was very disappointed. Could have been you. But you decided to give this person another chance. Let's just start again. That's what this is saying. Let's try this again. Yeah, the King of Cups. So again, we have that water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have given this person multiple second chances. So second, third, fourth, fifth chance. And it's become a cycle. But that cycle needs to break with somebody understanding what it is that they're truly doing wrong. It can't be that, you know, we have this major blow up today, and tomorrow, oh, I don't really want to fight, so let's just pretend like yesterday never happened and we won't even talk about it. Because I guarantee you that situation will come up again. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will eventually, because you never talked about it. It was never really resolved. And so it could be that kind of pattern that needs to be broken, as opposed to just forgive and forget all the time, because that's not always effective. So what is crowning you? The Queen of Cups. Nope. Oh, yep. All right, the Queen of Wands. So Leos, you're filled with love and passion. You're very loving and very passionate people. And that is what you're trying to exude. That is what you're trying to embody, and you're very conscious of that. It's like you made a conscious choice that, you know what, I don't want this relationship to go to shit. I don't want to keep on, you know, perpetuating these negative situations. It is something that you want to let go of. But it's difficult for just one person to make that happen. It has to be two people on the same page. And the only way you're going to get on the same page is to really talk things out. So if you feel like you have the best intentions, but you haven't really been talking things out and you've just kind of been sweeping them under the rug, then that is what's happening here. But I feel like that there's definitely no shortage of love. The best intentions are definitely here. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. But even though you have this love and you have this passion, you have the will to make this work, you're also feeling really frustrated with this person. They really, whoa, they are leaning on your last nerve is what is happening. Yeah. Okay. Which is kind of, you know, it kind of explains why you feel like this Emperor reverse, because we can only control how we behave and how we react to things, and we don't control our partners. We can't dictate how they're going to react to something or how they behave themselves. And I feel like that's where the frustration is, because it's like you can do, you know, all day long, you can put all this great energy and love into a relationship, but if your partner is the one who's refusing to talk about the issues, or they're refusing to listen to your reasons why this or that, or, you know, giving you the validation that you need about your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, then yeah, I can see why you would feel frustrated. Let's see, Five of Wands reversed in the near future. We have Judgment reverse. Oops. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. You know, I feel like in the near future, I really feel like this is going to be you guys. In the near future, I feel like there is going to be a conversation here, but somebody's not getting it. They're not getting the point. They're not getting the message. And I think when you see that, or when you experience this with your partner, your reaction is going to be, you know what, I just don't want to deal with it. I'm going to spend more time by myself. I'm going to spend more time on my own. I'm going to give myself love, because you're just not understanding what I'm saying. And so instead of trying to change somebody's way of being, I feel like you just opt to kind of spend more time with yourself. So, how you see yourself is the Emperor reverse. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands reverse and the Queen of Cups reverse. So yeah, again, I sense a lot of frustration, but I sense that you guys, this, like I said, it's been building for quite a while. So the frustration is almost coming to a head. And it's like you just don't have the energy anymore, or not the energy. You do have the energy. What you don't have is like the will anymore. It's like you're just tired of the drama, of the nonsense, of the arguing and bickering. You just don't want to deal with it, because you've tried and you've tried and you've tried, and you see that you can only do your part. But I kind of feel like it's your partner who's not really getting on the bandwagon here. So let's see how your partner sees you is the Four of Wands reversed. So like I said, a lot of instability here. They feel really unstable with you. We have the Hermit reverse. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Oh, and the Sun reverse. So, okay, so they see you as being unhappy. It's almost like you come and go. Sometimes they feel like, oh, they're around, that's great. And sometimes, you know, when they feel like you're in your mood, you're not in your mood, but you know what I mean? That's how, like, their perception is like, oh, this person is in their mood again, and you know, you kind of disappear. You do a disappearing act, or you just, like I said, spend more time alone. And so this time alone, I feel like keeps getting to be like more and more and more prevalent in your life, where maybe it used to be like, oh, you know, I'm just going to take, I can't deal with this relationship or these issues, so let me just, you know, I'll go out by myself one day to wherever. And then one day a week turns into 3 days a week. I'm going to just spend 3 days a week by myself. And then it turns into, well, you know, maybe I should go visit my family for 2 weeks. And then you're away for 2 weeks from your partner. That kind of thing. I feel like that keeps growing. The time apart keeps growing and growing. And it creates this sense of instability in the household or in the relationship, that you just don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And that's how your partner is feeling, because they see that you're unhappy. Okay, your hopes or fears, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So I do feel like your fear is that you're never going to get heard. You know, no one's ever going to listen. Your partner, I shouldn't say no one, your partner is never going to listen. They're never going to understand. There is no hope here. That's what I'm feeling. That's how, this is your fear, is that at some point the hope is going to be gone because nothing's going to move forward. Nothing's going to change. There's no progress. There's no communication. Your biggest fear is that at some point you're just going to stop communicating because you just don't understand each other. So, but there is going to be a major change here with the Wheel of Fortune, which is not surprising because you guys know we have the 2 eclipses this month, and that's going to cause major change. Also, we have no planets in retrograde, which also causes for things to speed up. So a lot of things are happening. We have the Princess of Cups again, which is the same as the Page of Cups. So there is going to be a new beginning. That's going to be loving. That's going to be something that feels good. Emotionally, it feels good. So this is definitely going to be a positive change, a change in the right direction. And we have the Prince of Cups also offering love. So yeah. King of Pentacles, stability again. So things are changing for the better. I do believe that. Just hang in there, okay? But what my advice to you, just from seeing these cards, I feel like your reaction to maybe your partner's lack of understanding, or whatever it is for each of you, is to isolate yourself, when in reality what you should be doing is like confronting the situation more lovingly, okay? Listen more lovingly, in a loving manner. Speak in a loving manner. Whatever it is that you want to receive, put that out there. Now, if what you want to receive, you're putting it out there every day, you're just dousing love on this person, and all you're getting back is a brick wall and coldness, then you know that things are just not worth putting energy into. But I don't get that sense here. And I do get the sense that there's going to be major positive changes for you guys. Okay, so look forward to that, because it's coming. I know it may not seem like it right now, but it's coming. All right, so let's take a look at your finances. Hopefully there will be good news there as well. That was a terrible shuffle. One more. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Alrighty. That is the overall energy. Four of Wands reverse. Strength reverse. The World. Seven of Swords reverse. And the Two of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this is coming into the month. So coming into the month of January, you have been, I would say, finances are not like your most favorable topic, or it hasn't been. I feel like you came into this new year with, or just feeling, not feeling yourself, feeling completely insecure, feeling unstable. But we have the World card, which is about cycles, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also about cycles. So again, definitely a theme with Leos here. There are cycles here that are ending and new ones are beginning. So I do feel with this combination here, especially, that run of bad luck is ending. You're starting a new cycle. Something new is happening here for you. And right behind that is the devil reverse. So like I said, whatever negativity has been going on with regards to finances, with your career, whatnot, that's about to change. And right behind that we have the Empress and the Temperance. So yeah, positive changes are coming. There's going to be something's going to be either revealed to you, or you're going to come up with some type of strategy to make certain decisions that will help you in this progress. So let's see. Four of Wands reverse. We have the Three of Swords. So yes, some of you could have lost a job and you've been very upset about this, because Four of Wands in the reverse can be like you either got fired from a job or you know, you got laid off, whatever the case may be. But there's a sense of instability here and a lot of heartache as a result of that. And it shows here that, because, you know, Strength card is the card of Leo, and wouldn't you know it, we have that clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is also your energy. So this is all you, both in the negative. I was going to say, yeah, in a way it is in the negative. So you're not feeling very good about your finances there. You're feeling very unstable there. So I do feel like a lot of you Leos maybe have been unemployed for a while, possibly like over a year with the Wheel of Fortune. But like I said, something's going to change here. Okay, wow. What'd I say? You guys have a new beginning coming. The Fool card. Something new. A new cycle. And we're going to have the Two of Pentacles. So a new cycle in which you're going to find yourself to be very busy. If you had nothing to do before, you had nothing going on, you're going to have plenty going on now. If you had no job opportunities, you may have to choose between two job opportunities now. Major positive change in your life here as well. So that's definitely something to look forward to. Let's see what the Seven of Swords is about, though. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Well, that's interesting. Let me pick one more for that one. And the Queen of Cups reverse. So for some of you, I feel like you're going to find something out. Some of you who lost that job, or like something, you lost a job or a business, or, you know, your stability, your bread and butter, wherever it is that you make your money, something happened there. And I feel like you're going to find out something related to that, like why that actually happened, or something of that nature is what I'm getting here, that caused you that heartache. You're going to find something out, or there's like some kind of lesson or something that you learn to avoid that situation again. It could just simply be that you realize what caused the situation, how you put yourself in the situation in the first place. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer that, I'm a firm believer that we're never victims of anything, really. Yeah, there are some misfortunate things that happen, but I feel like in one way or another we contribute somehow to whatever happens to us or around us at times. So it's really just about picking up on, as small as it could be, because sometimes the majority, it could be like 90% the other person or the other party, 10% us. But if we don't recognize what that 10% is, as small as it may be, it may repeat itself. If we do recognize what we could have done differently, then that situation is far less unlikely to happen to us again. So it's something sort of along those lines is what I feel here. And it could just be internal. Like maybe you realize, oh, well, yeah, I probably should have covered my butt on this, or not trusted this person or that person, something of that nature. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. Definitely an element of choice here this month of January. So like I said, some of you, if you've been unemployed, you could have to choose between two opportunities. For others of you, I feel like you may have to choose I see moving in your future, like choose between moving here or there, or should I move it all? Something of that nature. Wow, okay. Yeah, there's definitely a new beginning here, but there is a choice involved. New opportunities are definitely coming your way. Prince of Wands, that is your energy. Things are moving and they're going to be moving quickly. So get ready. Buckle your seatbelts. It's coming. All right, Leos, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.